All right. Time for the stream to start. I think the music level is good. Let's switch over to... Okay. That key? There we go. Let's get going. It's back to Oxygen Not Included. This is the 6th stream somehow. It's the sixth week of playing this. In our scientific space junk colony, cycle 185. I have not had a chance to play at all in the other game that I have going this last week, so I have learned maybe a couple things from watching some of GC Fungus's tutorial bites and other videos, and maybe have slightly more of a clue. I realized, well, I gotta turn that music a little bit more. A little distracting. Okay, there we go. Hopefully that's good. Let's let the game go for a minute. I was watching a little bit of the VOD from last week, and my impression of myself from last week is very controlling. Very like, oh no, it has to be exactly this way. Just dealing with this whole airlock slime situation. I think honestly, I should do a lot of things. I think if I remember right, the last things we were dealing with last time around were maybe something to do with water. Right. Yes. So we have this little pool of water here that's being used to supply our thingies, electrolyzers, to supply oxygen. And this is kind of, it's a little dwindling. We have this water up here. I think what we should do probably is stop messing with the slime for now. Ultimately, we are... Oh, that's algae. Good. Good. So there's some slime, but it's stored. Okay. Sort out kind of survival stuff first, and then probably I'm just gonna let things go because I think we're in an okay state. It's not... Colony's not collapsing yet. Let's see. Got skill points. Got a lot of morale. Who am I looking at here? Devon? Okay. Do I want to invest in exosuit? Yeah, we could do that. Except Devon only has 1 skill point, so might just save it. Amari has lots of skill points, but no extra morale. Should probably figure that out at some point. Nisbet. You could potentially get all the way to exosuit training. No, I think I'm gonna leave all these tubes where they are right now. What is this? Overheated. Oh, this is overheating. Of course. It's a little warm. Waiting repair. We probably should have made it with... Oh, this finally got built. Turn coal into refined carbon. We're going to want to do that so that we get metal refiner. Oh, yeah, what's going on with this? What's going on with everything? Did we finally... Oh, we almost... Are these reachable? No. Okay, well, almost. Nope, grabbed the wrong thing. Ladder, please. There we go. Let's build some ladders here. So a lot of projects, a lot of things we could be doing. Got this natural gas generator with some batteries and stuff, and we got a little bit of oil going here, right? We got a slickster there. Interesting. Got a lot of oil down here going. We got oil reservoir here. All right, we made a bunch of sour gas because we found a hot spot down here that was like 1,000 degrees Fahrenheit. And some oil touched it, so it off-gassed. Well, I guess it boiled is what happened, and yeah, anyway. Yeah, so just the whole milieu? An assortment of gases going around down here. We need to do a lot of things. And that seems to be my problem with this game, is that there's just a lot of things to do, and I think I want to like manage each thing. What I really need to do is just like let things go and just like set stuff up and let the dupes do them. Yeah, we got a power situation here. Okay, we got these going. We set this up. This should be for hatches and hatchlings. Yep, that's what we did last time. Was we set up a little stable wrenching area. There's an actual name for it. From overlay. Stable. Yeah, it is a stable. Okay, so we can wrangle. What is the hotkey for wrangle? In. Okay, cool. Do we see any more hatches roaming around in the base that we could? Whoa, what's going on here? Okay, they just decided they wanted to hang out here. Cool. It's a little weird. Yeah, you're hurt. You have moderate wounds. You can get back to the base, right? This makes me nervous. I guess they're fine. We should make a sick bay. Medicine is probably where that's in. Triage cot. Yeah. I guess we got a spot for it there. Is there a hospital? That's gonna have a toilet and a mess table and all sorts of things. Okay, that's not gonna happen right now. Can we assign this bit? There we go. Alright, so the overheat damage stopped for the wait, do I have is it shift 2? Shift 3, shift 2. Okay, close enough. I think this is maybe just about to break then. Maybe that's for the best. We can make a new one. Let's disable auto repair. Okay, cool. That was really close. Let's deconstruct it, and we'll build a new one out of a better material. How much plastic? 240 kilograms. We were working on a toilet situation going there. We made this plastic ladder, which is good. Make things a little bit more efficient. Just a little bit. Okay, we got atmosphere stuff going on there. So this is all working. I guess we need to make some more Atmos suits. Right, so water. I should figure out the water situation. So, because I had no idea what I was doing, well, I had some idea what I was doing, but I didn't know that it was perfectly safe to have the germy water that's outputted from here. Once you sieve it to turn it from polluted into normal water, it's still germy, but that can still be cycled back and fed into the sinks and the lavatories and the showers that we have. So we can do that, and that saves us having to like cycle this, and then we can basically not have to deal with this as much, although I could probably automate it, etc, etc, etc. We have a power issue. We are having a power issue. We don't have enough coal. We don't have enough coal. This is something I'm going to pause for. Whoops. Oh yeah, this is why we were going to ranch hatches. Speaking of which, let's, there's a thing we want to, a critter feeder we want to put down there. That'll be good. And let's find some coal. So we have some coal here that's holding back hydrogen and chlorine. I'm not super excited about doing that. We can go to materials overlay and look for consumable ore. So I think this color is coal. Okay, so there's some here. Is there a nice some here? Yeah, I think this is a good place to break in. Yeah. Oh, that's all coal, huh? Okay. Splatters. There we go. Great. That'll give dupes something to do, and we'll get some more coal since apparently we're out of power. So no food production while we're out of power. And stuff is going to start rotting as well. It's not great, but presumably there's some dupes on that. Yeah, great. Okay. Now, right, so should get some coal from that shortly, and then we can, yeah, let's set this. Hatches and hatchlings. We're gonna feed, I guess sandstone. Oh, that, okay, I wasn't paying attention. Okay, so cool. What is it with hatches? So, is there a particular kind of thing we want them to turn into? I think not. I think we just want to keep, like, normal hatchlings. So that's fine. Okay. Should keep an eye out for more hatches wandering around. We got a lot of sweetlings. Are we? Yeah, we're getting to the coal. That's good. It's real good. Okay. Did we disassemble the shift 2? Okay, it's good. That's gone. Is it refinement? Yeah, polymer press. Let's make it out of gold amalgam. Let's put one back there where the other one was. Just keep on making plastic. I imagine this whole thing is getting really hot. Yeah. It's fine. It's fine for now. Well. Ooh, unknown mutation. What do we do with this? Botanical analyzer. Interesting. I think that's probably something we don't have yet, right? I don't even know where that is. Probably not under furniture. Refinement? It's not alphabetical. I guess I could... There we go. Yep, bioengineering. Okay, don't have that. Oh well. So yeah, so the water situation. I mean, it's not the end of the world yet, but it's like a waste of time. Ooh, copper is good. We're still not increasing our calories, so I don't... None of these dupes are amazing. So I'll take the copper. Okay. So the water. Yeah. Look. Focusing on things is hard. We can... Let's see, that's how that's set up. We should make a route here. There we go. Oh, I see. I see. I guess we can... do this. There we go. Did we finish mining all that coal? Almost. Gonna leave this stuff here to trap the chlorine. All right. I'm good. We should start producing more. What's going on over here? Oh, we're replacing those tiles. Got it. Oh yeah, so we're gonna make a second gas generator. Although, don't I remember? I feel like I did the math on this, and this geyser was gonna produce enough just to maintain one natural gas generator. Maybe we were thinking we were gonna have extra generated by the oil refinery. Yeah, I should probably sort that out at some point. Damage, overheating. Aww. So 257F, and it's still overheating. So I guess we need steel, or we need to actually cool things. We still need to make all of this wire. It's not happened yet. We got the pipe in now. All of this is so that we can pump this liquid up and use as a coolant for the metal refinery. Great. Right. So, what I keep trying to do... Oh, right. So this is why I was wanting to, like, open up a path over here. So I was going to sneak the water sieve somewhere over here out of the way. Because I want to keep this one for the setup, I think. And I want to have a dedicated one over here for processing the bathrooms. I just have the bathrooms over here, right? Okay, cool. So we'll just put this here. And we'll get going on some piping. So the idea will be... Interesting. Why is this pipe here? Well, let's cut that, first of all. Okay, so all of the outputs are connected to this pipe. So we want to... What do we want to do? I think we want to have an overflow. What is the... Oh. Oh, cool. Let's go ahead and get rid of these farm tiles. We're working on replacing the remaining farm tiles with hydroponic farms. That's right. Okay, we'll clear those tiles out. So what I was thinking of doing is, you know, we're going to have extra polluted water from this bathroom setup. Oh my. I should be more careful. Water everywhere. Okay, so when I hit X, I should select buildings. So we don't, you know, take out the pipes, which is what happened there. Okay. Well, I'll let, guess it's about time to mop. Okay. Okay, what are we doing now? Alright, so this is now reachable. Right, so we're gonna go back to this. So what I was saying was that Thimbleweed. And specifically, oh hey, there's a hatch there. I guess we could probably get that hatch if we deconstruct and then pull the ladder down. Let's go ahead and plan to wrangle that that hatch. Outside of greenhouse. What do you mean? Oh, because it's too many tiles. That makes sense. Right, so right now if we look at the room overlay, it's not a greenhouse because it's one tile too big. Because we're using some of the tiles. We're filling up tiles with the hydroponic farm. Okay. So what I wanted to know was if we look at... I have to wait for... Let's see. Where... Just want to look at the info on the Thimbleweed. So it needs temperature, it needs atmosphere, it doesn't need light. So that's the thing I was looking for, because so there's going to be excess. Like these produce more water than they consume overall because reasons. I think what I want to do is I'm going to lower this tile, and then we're going to put a hydroponic farm here, maybe a couple of them. And what we're going to do is we're going to route let's see, we're going to route this way somehow. Let's see, how do I need to do this? I need to prioritize the sieve. Let me cancel this bit. So to do that, we need to use the liquid bridge. Right, and then so Dupes will be able to reach that from the ground because it's reachable. And then so we'll have the pipe come to there. This is this pipe is all the outputs. We're gonna eventually disconnect this bit right here. So pipe to there, and then we'll go there. Yeah, unreachable. I guess we can go the other way around, right? So, and then the output from here will be so polluted water comes in, and the priority is to continue straight and go into the sieve. Any backup will go this route and over here, and then the output is going to go down here, and cancel that, copy this, we're gonna bridge over and pipe to the input line. Now that won't be connected quite yet. We're not ready to get that connected. And then we'll disconnect this from the rest of the pipes, and this will become an isolated system. But we need power. That is the other thing we need over here. 120 watts. This is already well over. How about this one? Oh yeah, potential power consumed 1.6 kilowatts. Sure. Let's see, if we go through this wall here, is this all... Hey, I see you. Hatch. Alright, so we're just gonna... willy-nilly. Wires everywhere. Alright, and then you are gonna be... Thimbleweed. Copy setting, paste. Didn't I do that? No, because I didn't click plant. Yeah. Alright, cool. So once all of this stuff is built, then we can connect the last pieces to have this going. We have a place for our overflow. In a different world, what did I do with the overflow? I think I sent it to this kind of system. And then would be able to process it and add it to the water supply, but this is fine. We're gonna continually need Thimbleweed, right? Probably. We should deal with the polluted oxygen. How about that? Where is that under? Under oxygen? Imagine that. Yeah, I'll get some wire going. So this is the other thing that, you know, honestly, just dealing with the polluted oxygen is much easier than to try to ensure that no slime lung particles get anywhere. That was what I took away from some of the videos I watched since last time. Since, again, prior to this last, apparently 6 weeks of streaming this, I had not played this game for most recently a year ago, and then probably not that long then. So. All right. So we are deodorizing. We can't see that over there, but if we go maybe to the gas overlay. There we go, we're getting a little oxygen in here, which is not... I guess what we actually want to do, we don't want this. What we want to do is we want to just pump this. Yeah, because maybe this is a waste of power. Like, we have this pipe set up to vent to space anyway. So maybe we should just pump everything out. The issue is going to be that we... Okay, so what we're going to need to do... We're going to need to move the slime somewhere else. And honestly, you know, this is another thing that I learned. Or relearned, as the case may be. We should just put it in water. Honestly, this is not unnecessary, right? Because what we can do is we can just... someone pointed this out on stream a few weeks ago, I think. You know, you can just manually move items. Okay, that's storing bleach stone. So if we select the slime, we just say move to... For here, it'll be in the water and it won't off-cast anymore. Oh, we didn't have any slime in there. Oh, no, we did. There we go. Move to there. Great. So we're just going to move the slime out. And we're going to vacuum this space out again. And we can chlorinate it. I guess we are storing bleach stone in this. So we'll see how that works. Bleach stone in the box versus the pump. So what's the gas overlay look like there? Okay, so we did produce a little bit of oxygen that we're gonna just throw out now, but we're gonna get rid of a little bit of chlorine that was compressed there. And we're gonna see how this works. If we had to, we could probably move the bleach stone. Maybe we should just do that because it's not gonna off gas either, right? If we just move it underwater. Maybe. How are we doing on copper ore? We have 7.2 tons. We got a printable thing. Gold amalgam. Nice. We could go with... I mean, we're not in desperate straits. I'm going to say the gold amalgam. Alright, so node seed selected. Let's copy those settings. There we go. Alright, so it looks like all of this stuff is set up. So we're going to make the switch over, right? So we're going to input there, output there, and then we're going to start cutting pipes. So this... no, that's wrong. We're going to start cutting pipes in the right place. Which is going to be... Okay, I see. I managed to reverse the flow by adding this here. This is fine. Gonna disconnect that. So now all of the outputs go this way. And then we're going to disconnect the water inputs here. Okay. So now this... We can also recover some pipes here. We don't need any of these. There we go. Oh, I see. We didn't make this one pipe. Okay, so that should be high priority, so that we have a way for the water to leave this and supply our sanitation block. Alright, awaiting rad bolts. What are we doing here? Why do we have 2 of these when it's feeling optimistic? I think also this is probably just wrong. Like, are we collecting anything? No. From just the uranium ore that's around this? No, this is not gonna work, right? What I have seen a lot of is people putting some Weezeworts around one of these. So I guess I'll do that. We'll do, let's see, is it under food? No, it's under base, right? Just for the planter box? Or is it under food? It would make sense that it would be. I just didn't see it the first time around. So we'll put one there. Are we going to... mine this as well for it to be out of the way? I guess so. And the other thing I thought was interesting, so I've built one of these before. I have recollections long ago building a material study terminal, but I didn't know about how all the automation works, and I did see that today. So this sends a green signal. I guess we can unpause. Sends a green signal when the rad build storage is full. And this one, red signal, disable building. So I think we have all the stuff because we just need like a NOT gate, right? To turn this around. And then automation wire. Boop, boop. There we go. What is it building at? Copper? I guess copper is fine. We have uranium ore now. That's great. Super. We don't have any wart seeds. We could probably fix that. right? Also, I've not done a lot of exploration. Here we go. Okay. So there's 3. Do we have a 4th? Well, not down there. There's some in there. Take through some of the salt. There. Alright, so this seems like this cooled down. I think we must... Yeah, we're out of oil here. Are we out of oil? Yeah, we're out of oil here. Great. So now... we got polluted water, salt water, and water here. Probably the next thing to do for the oil side of things is to set up, like, an actual pump. Did we... Oh, hey, look. I think all the piping is done here, right? So we're able to pipe polluted water and salt water, just all the things, up to metal refinery. And we want to make steel, so we need... So if we want to make a pump out of steel, it might be a thing to do. Maybe, I don't know. It's 400. What is the unit here? 400 kilograms of material. So 400 kilograms of steel. Seems like a lot. So 4 of these. So 20, 40, 60, 80 kilograms of refined carbon. Do these... Oh, 100. Okay, so we can just do 1 of these. Let's do 2 for efficiency. So we'll get a little steel going. I don't think I've made steel in this game ever. But we're gonna do it. Because that's also probably the sign of the progress I've made in past runs of this game is blocked by overheating. Alright. What's going on with that? You're picking up that coal. What are they doing? Huh. What's the deal with that, huh? I mean, first of all, it seemed like they were trying to deliver the coal, and they were just dropping it. It's... The auto sweeper should have swept it up anyway if it dropped on the ground. Also, this should be mopped. Do we have any more water sitting on the ground that we should mop up? Nope, okay. Alright, we already have a hatchling egg. And so the hatches will... Oh, they're cramped? No, they're not. Now they are. Confined? Cramped? Okay, so I think we just don't have enough space. So what are the constraints on the room here? It can be up to 96 tiles, and it's currently 39. So we can just make a bigger room. How? Oops. So that's 26. That's 39. Okay, so we can do that. We will 2, 3, 4. We could probably just do something like this for now to be able to reach everywhere. Oops. Okay. And we'll expand this up a little bit. The next time we take a dupe, we should get one that's good at doing ranching, or has a passion. Wait, wrong game. Maybe that's the word. Has a interest in has a little heart on the skill. All right. Anything I want to do here? Devin has 2 points free. We could. There we go. Make Devin a little better. All right. So we get these planters, and we can put another planter down, and we can plant the wart seed. We can copy settings. There we go. Maybe we can get some rad bolts. Maybe we can do some research. Is this okay? So we did make a vacuum, so that's good. Now let's disconnect the wire, and we're going to put bleach stone back in this. I guess. Do we want to actually do that? What do I want to do here? Maybe it's kind of unnecessary, right? Because we could just put any slime that we get. Yeah, there's slime right there, right? Not emitting overpressure. So we could just put it in a box in water, as long as we leave the water there. I don't know. Can we mop this up? So besides, let's see. So this is a thing I definitely I wanted to have happen, and I guess we're gonna find out. So we should keep an eye on this next at the end of the cycle that this is working, but it should be, and then we'll be able to. There we go. Is this room still good? Okay, my math was wrong, but. Hopefully they're not. Okay, this one is confined. Oh, because it's in the door. Cool. Glum because its needs aren't being met. Happiness -1, health, reproduction, age, calories. Do we have a, Oh, we do have a, okay. Are you glum? Okay, good. Groomed. Okay, so that's, okay, great. Excellent. Okay. Interesting. So we will be able to, one, get coal, a little bit of coal from these guys, and then eventually we'll have excess and we'll be able to make food. Devin, are you okay there? So yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna end up using. I guess this should be set to direction left. Oh right, we needed chlorine. Right. Okay, so what I was going to do is I was going to chlorinate this room, and then I was going to use the pump to supply chlorine for the ore scrubber, and we were going to make this the, potentially stack several of these, but make this kind of, the gateway to the outside world, I guess. So no power. So, right, so we disconnected this because we were vacuuming, so... Or no, we were going to, and we just never finished the job. Oh, right. We were waiting for the gas vent. That's right. We were waiting for the gas vent. So that's there. I think that's what things were. Okay. So we got liquid locks on either side. We're going to vacuum this out. We're going to put chlorine in. Then we're going to change around the piping so that we can use the off-gassed chlorine from bleach stone to pump into the ore scrubber. And so we get a twofer. We have a sanitizing room that also has an ore scrubber. Is this overkill? Probably. It's something to do. Are we doing things here? We are collecting rad bolts. We are also out of power. Power is an issue. So... we should probably do something about power. If we were to get oil going from an oil reservoir, what's with sufficient pressure, right? I think this consumes water. Oh yeah, speaking of water, we should attend to that, right? So we have this little bit of water here, our pitcher pump. Oh my. Okay, we have a pitcher pump here. That's fine. Okay, but we should... oh, we got water over here. Let's do this. Let's take apart this pitcher pump. And we're going to build a new one here. And... okay, so that's good. We're going to build some ladders here as well to be able to get up to this faster. Hold on, I should just... it's just easier to do it that way. There we go. Okay. There we go. Get some ladders going there as well. So an issue is that eventually we're going to want to run out of water here. So we need a source of water, a sustainable source of water to keep us in oxygen. Do we have... oh yeah, I think last time I was saying something about... here, let's pause for a minute. What geysers do we have? So I was saying something last time. Priority, and then this is the... how you do this. Steam vent. I mean, that is a source of hot, very hot water. Right, so anyway, I was saying that I can use the keys to remember where the geysers are, since I can't remember anything ever. But first I have to spot the geysers again. I guess we'll let the game go while we're looking around the map. So I see coal. Is there a so that's metal. I mean, is neutronium a metal? Is there something that will allow us to easily spot geysers? In other words? Where was the other one? 3? Okay, no. So obsidian kind of shows that's not so great, because that also works for apparently granite. Consumable or organic, cultivatable. Dirt right there. Okay, so I guess not. Just kind of a gray, kind of like abyssalite. Okay, what's the starvation? Devin is taking his time. There we go. That's maybe a little bit efficient. We can actually keep these doors open too. Just put them there to keep room separation. I mean, for that matter, as long as the door only allows travel this way, we could keep that door open too. And this one open. And this one open. There we go. Alright, so we can see Jeremy, but normal water coming back. Eventually we will back up and won't be able to ingest any more polluted water. And when that happens, we'll start sending some over to the thimblereeds. That is the theory. Now that's going to start happening. You can see we're slowly starting to accumulate water here at the end. Probably next cycle, we should see some of that action happening. Nice, 116. Are we, oh yeah, we got a bunch of free meat. Ta-da! Nice. Alright, okay, so we can also copy setting. Got that other planter there. We're waiting for those seeds, but we are accumulating red bolts. Is it losing progress every time it loses power? I think so. Okay, so we don't have enough power. I think we're yeah, we have power issues. Okay. Oh, hey, look. Principles. Sweet larva. I'll print them. Free food. Alright. So now we have this. Right, so I was gonna look for geysers. Yes. I really was. I guess I should just explore the map more. We have a bunch of idle dupes. Let's see, we went a ways this way. Let's zoom out a little bit. So what have we not seen? Right, so we've gotten a lot of vision over here. And maybe this is a good view to look for neutronium. So we got a lot of vision over here because we went all the way over here to be able to get into this. Did we actually, yeah, we got into the vending machine. Okay. Obviously there's this one we're already dealing with. There's one here. What kind is this? It is another steam vent. Okay, so I'm gonna eventually run out of hotkeys, but we'll make this 4. All right. And then just going to scan through. There might be something over here. Maybe we should explore over here. Yeah. Did we, oh, I see. We blocked access to this. Okay, I mean, this is fine. The intent is to eventually have, like, a lot of things, but whatever. It's fine. Dupes will be fine. Geysers. Where are they? We got a frozen fossil. There's a geyser. What's going on over here? It is a minor volcano. Okay. Cool. This is gonna be 5. Okay, let's zoom out again. I guess there's an area here that we've not fully explored. Did we see the edge? Okay, here's the right edge. I guess we've not. So there's some slime there, but there could be stuff over here that we're not seeing. Oh hey, do we know about this one? Another minor volcano. Okay, so this is 6. But we could probably dig up here. I don't know why I'm paused. Let's keep things going. And go kind of diagonally up. See what's what. Yeah. Okay, stop this then. Oh, and a cycle. Oh, there's something right here. It is an iron volcano. Interesting. This will be 7. 6, 7. Oh, they're right next to each other. And then... Oh, hey, there's that. All right. Anything in here? Maybe, but I don't see it. Some coal there and there. We got some uranium down here and slime. Dust cap. Could be some stuff in there that we can't see. Let's zoom back out a little bit. Anything in here? I guess we could dig this way through the oil, kind of opening up this to be able to pump out oil. Could be good. And digging towards the oil reservoir. Right, so if we like dig through this, we can get all that lead and Get some diamond and stuff. And then maybe dig through here. Dig down to here. And through and check out what's going on over here. Duplicate checkpoint. No power. Huh. Interesting. There's some logic gates here too. What could be in here? I don't know. I was paused again. Somehow, the game keeps getting paused. I don't know why. Probably because I keep on pausing it. Let's see. Need to dig a little bit more to open that up. But again, still looking for water. Sources of water. And I guess the steam geysers are an option. Right? The steam will condense. I think the issue is going to be that it's... what's the issue going to be? It doesn't produce a lot of water. I think cumulatively is the thing. If I remember the stats right on that. Just because it emits a lot of steam, but that condenses and it's just not a lot of water. On the other hand, we are producing water here from our natural gas. See, it was pointless right now to build this second one. We've used all of our gas reserves. This should be erupting again. 8 cycles, basically. We could... How germy is this area? Still pretty germy, yeah? Even though it's gotten warm. It's not that warm. Because like it would be nice to build a box. Let's see. How do this? I guess we should just like dig out a big area, right? An even bigger area. If we can. Yeah. Not that far, because we don't want to go into the slime. Let's see. So 1, 2, 3, and then 1, 2, 3. So like at this level. 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Like that. We'll just free up some space to do some stuff. I guess we can just keep going, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. So here. I should prioritize the ladders. Also, we're gonna make a lot of liquid, which may be an issue because we may over like Let's do this. Let's plan on keeping let's put a tile there. Let's put a tile there and there. I guess that's here's not necessary. And then let's super high priority this stuff. See, are you trapped now? Yeah, you can't get there. So you should, You have maybe made a mistake. Okay. Cool. You did it. You survived. For now, Devin. I think that was Devin anyway. Ooh. We got a decorative flower pot. We could be using those. Alright, one gets us back up here. How are we doing? 0 stress. We got, yes, Devin, right? Yep. Hungry. Okay, so we are fully pumped out. I guess I can unpause. Let's go ahead and cut this line. There we go. And then, see, there we go, pausing again. I just can't help myself. Okay, so then we are going to put, yeah, toilets are a little contentious at the moment. We're gonna put some bleach stone in here, and we're gonna bleach this vacuum. Great. How is the polluted oxygen situation here? I think it's getting better. Let's see if we look at gas. There we go. We got some polluted oxygen up here. And a little bit here and there. We did have a little bit of chlorine out here from something. A little bit of polluted oxygen sitting out here. But yeah, okay. Anyway. Oh, very hot down there. Okay, so we were trying to deal with this whole situation. Okay, we put a tile there. That's good. We should put some more ladders here. Also, now that we've dug some things out, we can put some more ladders across in various places. Not there. Okay. I mean, if the dupes all have to have Atmos suits to like maneuver around here anyway, we might as well release all the gases and just make some space to build in. That's something I guess I've started to absorb from watching other people play, is that it's nice to have just like a big area to work in for things. And I think we're going to start having a need for more space to do stuff in. So we're up to almost a ton of plastic, which is nice. If I was thinking, I could probably use local materials from here. Like, what are we mining here? Igneous rock? We had some mining going on down here at the bottom too. Is that? I guess that kind of stalled out. We had some higher priority things. That's kind of warm. Down there, 2,800 degrees. Alright, so we're gonna eventually get back to digging out all of this. We can see this a little bit more. So, oh, it's a neural vacillator? Yeah. Those are nice. Oh, we found one of those before, didn't we? No charges left. Recharge. No database entry. What does it take to recharge one? Also, do we, these are set to harvest. This could be harvest too. No germs in this area either. Okay. Oh, we got a sage hatchling. What is the quality of the sage hatch? Oh, we can't see from there. They do still excrete coal, but I think they eat different things. I'm not sure if they'll care to. Right. Oh, we can see that in the critter feeder, right? So if we look at the sage hatch. Yeah, they don't eat stone anymore. Okay. So that one will probably just starve since we're not going to feed it. Okay, so we are... okay, so we're full. We're full of radiation. Let's research something. What are we going to research now that we can actually research the next tier of stuff? Ooh, mini gas pumps. Space power. Renewable energy, maybe. Lots of cool things with the steam turbine. It's persuasive. Conveyor stuff could be really good. Glass forge, bunker door, geotuner. Rocket stuff. We'll get to eventually. Radiation protection, not super important, I feel. Soda fountain. I guess we'd have a use for all the carbon dioxide. Transit tubes. We're producing plastic. Maybe we could actually do that. Yeah, let's do that. Okay. Alright, so we are... This is unreachable because we need to build this, yeah? Oh, right. So I need to fix the rest of the priorities for the ladders. Let's also dig 3 down. And go ahead and build more wall here. Priority 8. I'm just trying to make a catch for all the liquid until we know what we want to do with it. Oh yeah, speaking of... Did we, I guess we made all the stuff, so let's make some steel. So we have, I guess we can make 10 steel. Let's try 1. That'll happen eventually. I guess let's make, how much are we making per time? 100? And we needed 2... Was it 400 to make a pump, a steel pump? Do we need a steel pump? Maybe we don't. Honestly, the thing we should look at is, I don't even know where it is. Is it refinement? Everything cool is in refinement, right? Oil refinery? No. I think we do need to make some oil refineries to process crude oil into natural gas, which we can use for power, solve some of our power issues maybe. But specifically, I'm looking for the thing that you can put on the. It's like an oil well, or have we not researched that? That would be fitting. Oh, there it is. It's under utilities. I should read the description of the tabs. I don't think I ever have. So utilities is heat up and cool down. Okay. That is a category. So oil well, I can click, and it goes there. Ooh, tungsten. Gold, iron, lead, copper. Overheat temperature 3600. So I don't think we have to worry about the material too much. I mean that is quite a swing, right? Minus 36 to plus 90. But does that matter when the overheat temperature is 3600 degrees Fahrenheit? I don't think so. So what does this say for the oil well? So it extracts crude oil using clean water. So we need a source of clean water. We had a source of water, maybe. Although it needs a kilogram a second. That might be challenging. On the other hand, let's just put it down. I feel like I built one of these before. Right, so then looking at the oil refinery, I guess we look at the one we've already built up here, right? Look, he's gonna make steel, maybe. Anyway, so oil refinery takes petroleum, converts crude oil into petroleum and natural gas. So we can produce 90 grams a second. Oh, we're out of power. What's going on here? Overloading. Interesting. We, I see. So... Right. Yoink. Don't need these wires here, I think. We'll just use the conductive wire. Do I want to do that? I might not want to do that, actually. I guess we've taken away the power from the shipping container. But, I guess we already checked the box, so we don't have to worry about that anymore. Who's starving? Oh, you're trying to get there. Okay, you're fine. Damage overloading. Yeah. Alright, so we should build that like that. And can wires interface like this with I guess it's one or the other, right? So I guess it's just conductive wire everywhere. There. Problem solved. Whereas I think a dupe is actually going to have to go in here. How long do we have? 4 cycles. Okay. Let's break the vacuum. Alright, new printables. Is it a rancher? It's a drunklet egg. Ooh, plus 10 ranching. Might be good. Early bird. Gourmet. Noodle arms. -3. Okay, that's not... +2 bonus to all attributes. 5 schedule blocks. I'm gonna print Rowan. And we're gonna mess with the schedule a little bit. So we're gonna new schedule. I'm put Rowan on it in the morning. Okay, so we're gonna... This is gonna be an earlier schedule. So we're gonna just move downtime back 1. Bedtime back 1. Bath time back 1. And work back 1. Just get the maximum out of that bonus. And we'll move someone else there too to even out the schedule. Harold? No, we should, because Harold's I think the one that's already doing some of the ranching. Let's do Nisbet. Okay, that's 4 and 4 and 2. Should be good. Also distributes the load on our facilities. Alright, speaking of which, are we close to capping out the... There we go. So the excess goes to the thimble reeds. Yeah, unfortunately this is just too much to... yeah, okay. Overheated? Security door. Okay, that's fine. I guess we could keep this door open too. Alright, research is happening. Very good, very good. Amari, what are you doing here? Nothing? Okay. You could be hauling. Alright, so we have no power because... Well, we have lead. There we go. We're getting there. Replacing all the wire with conductive wire, just to make things easier. What's going on here? This is can't reach this, huh? Okay. Should be able to now. Let's make a side ladder here as well. Do I want to go down this far? I think I want to stop here. I don't want to penetrate this last little bit of abyssalite because then we'll start melting this ice. Alright, I think... Is this Devin? What are you doing, Devin? Oh, you're picking a play. Good. I think we can deconstruct that pitcher pump too. Well... That's fine. Just leave it. Did we, yeah, we dealt with this already. Good. Some more lead over here. There's lots of lead. Yep. If we need it. Did we get bleachstone over in our airlock area? Looks like no. How is the coal situation? 9 tons? Starvation? It's just Quinn taking some time to get through path cycle. Alright, how is this going over here? I want to keep an eye on this in terms of if we do start backing up on polluted water here. It looks like no, it's the opposite. Hopefully with just 2 thimble reeds, this is suitable. Like enough that we can supply the thimble reeds, but not so much that it backs up and we get wedged. Oh, there's a hatch in there. Angle that hatch when it comes out. Doing all sorts of cooking. Look, we got some frost buns down there. All right, no power. What's going on here? Oh, right. Yeah. Also, let's not go in there anymore now that we've sorted the power. We are waiting for the geyser to erupt again. 3.5 cycles. So we're stuck here. Did we make any steel, or did we immediately run out? We have not made steel yet. We ran out of power before we got there, unfortunately. Radiation. Yeah, that makes sense. What's this look like? Slight hazard, barely safe, mostly safe. Slight hazard. You should probably put a door here. I guess it could still do that, right? Also, hold on. A lot of stuff in there. Let's wrangle these hatches when they come out. Or just immediately, apparently. Oh! Wait. I could have sworn I saw that hatch just go through that door. I thought they couldn't. Apparently they can be wrangled even when they're inside the block. Okay. So I was gonna move this ladder over. And we'll put a door here so dupes aren't walking right as close to the radiation. Except for Catalina, who's just gotta live with it. Deconstruct. Okay. Come on, I clicked it. Okay, fine. All right. Wastewater situation. Yeah, so we're fully backed up on water, and so excess is going that away. All right. Looking good, looking good. Our shovel pups have hatched. Comfy bed? I don't think so. It's so out of the way. Let's live down here. And you get to walk through this nature preserve. Food has decay. Yeah, that happens. Alright, we never solved... We still have not solved the water issue here. Do we, Is this one of the ones that we found? It is. Which one was this again? Steam vent. Shall we just tap the steam vent? I'm tempted to, right? Just to have some water being generated. It's going to be hot. It's going to be very hot. But on the other hand, we're going to pipe it directly into the system to be electrolyzed. So maybe that's not a big deal. Let's just try. Research complete. How about that? I guess this doesn't have to be that big, right? How do I want to go about doing this? to make some space here. And we're gonna... So I think there's one block. Is it this one? Or is it this one? One of these is the one that, as long as it's present, the geyser is not working. But we should be safe to, like, mine this out. I should make this one smaller. So that if we stand here, we can reach everything. And we'll start with this. I guess. So there is... just thinking about the situation. You can do this to get access from this side as well. Might as well grab that sand while we're at it. And then there was something I wanted to set here. Is it with the checkpoint? So is this the current setting? No. Vacancy only. Yeah, there we go. If we're gonna have multiple checkpoints, then we want to set that. My understanding is that that will ensure that if we allow, like, once this is opened, dupes that left this checkpoint could theoretically route to over here, and then they might leave their suit in the dock. Or not in the dock, but on the ground. There we go. So we're gonna build a pump here. And some piping and some liquid reservoirs. What did we unlock? Oh yeah, so we unlocked the transit tube. 50 per. Okay, so each tile is 50 plastic, so we can make 10, look, 880 divided by 50. 16-ish, 16 something. 17 transit tubes. Of course, we also need to make the transit tube access, I guess. That allows duplicates to enter the thing. Okay, you're fine. You'll eat. So... Seven out of 10. Look, things should be fine. Everyone should have toilets as long as you're following your schedule. Do we want to research something else? So we finished transit tubes. Yeah, computing, ooh, arcade cabinets, and all this stuff that I don't care about. Advanced caffeination. Decontamination shower, rad bolt containment. I'm gonna go for steam turbine, definitely turbine. Ooh, and a printable. Sand, free sand. Doctoring. I mean, we're on an upswing in terms of calories. We could take another dupe. Or sand. I don't think I'm ready to have another dupe going around quite yet, so we're gonna leave that there. Made a mess. In your suit. We're gonna fix this. And by fix, I mean, really, honestly, okay, you shouldn't get out in your in the chlorine, but go over here. Unequipped suit. Now, Assign the suit back. There you go. Off you go. Perfect. Except for the fact that there's a bunch of liquid there now. And we still have no power. Yeah, we're waiting for this. We're a cycle and a half away. But looking over the clock, I realized that it's been well over an hour and a half into the stream. So I'm gonna save just in case, but we're gonna take a little break. I'm going to untwist my legs and stretch them out, refill my water, and when I come back, the rest of the stream, some more oxygen not included, yeah, BRB. All right, I have returned. Let's get back into it. All right, so water. We need it. I guess we're producing some down here. I guess we're not going to be consuming it. We're just like cycling through it, heating it up. But maybe we can get some free water from this geyser. So let's pursue that. Yeah, cool. I have that now. Plumbing. Liquid pump. Probably gold amalgam. We can put that there. And then let's get, I guess it should be insulated pipe. What is the, is it granite that I'm thinking of? Well, we have a lot of it. Maybe it's granite that I'm thinking of. But we're gonna pipe some water up here. Okay. And is that not going to be reachable from down there? So I'll have to build some ladders here. No, that's not right. Right here. That out. And then let's plan on more tile. Here. Yeah. There we go. I'm pretty sure we can dig this out safely without unleashing the geyser. We'll see. And we do need to run power over here as well. I mean, we just run a wire, right? Probably not through there. I don't want to unlock that again. Toilet situation, that's fine. I guess we could just make another transformer here. Yeah. Grab some tile again. There's a lot of stuff there. Alright, some tile there. And along here. There we go. Great. Alright, got a new decorative blueprint thingy. What's it gonna be? Wall pots. Okay. This is gonna work, right? Oh, right. That's a problem. Let's build the ladder all the way up the side. I guess we'll do it all the way up here. Will that be reachable through the wall? I don't think so. I guess we will have to go back in here, which is unfortunate. It's gonna result in some problems. Probably just damage to our atmosuit ducts, unfortunately. Unless... we could probably do something here where we are smart about... we'll have to see. Unfortunately, I mean, we have depleted oxygen. Starvation. Just Rowan trying to get out of the suit. Alright, how is the germ overlay looking? Good? Not problematic? I have not been keeping an eye on that since last time, but okay. Then good. We can see the guys are a little bit there. You are... I'm confused. Have I set up something here that's trapping the dupes? No. What on earth? Oh, I see. Cancel request? Oh, I think I know what I did. What? Cancel request? I think... yeah. Dupe left. And then I requested a suit in the dock where they left. And so that was no longer vacant. And I set these both to clear and vacancy only. So I basically prevented the dupes from ever returning. So I think that should be fixed now. What's going on elsewhere on the map? Did we never got around to digging this stuff out. It is accessible. So that's fine. Yeah, I guess that work over there has interesting. There's a buried object in the carbon dioxide. Excuse me. Oh, hey, look. Oh, right. So now this issue is that we got we have natural gas in here. We are actually wasting it because we have no source of power to pump the gas out. Alright, so let's get that manual generator set up, and we'll get a dupe to run it, and we'll get a little initial power. We can also deconstruct this, and deconstruct that wire, and instead... just do that. I mean, I guess technically now we have, because we had to open this up to run a different power line, we introduced some carbon dioxide into here, but that'll quickly get out. We don't need the filter. It'll be fine. New principles. What do we got? Wort seeds. 17 science. But is a narcoleptic, building impaired critter aversion night owl. I mean, we're doing fine on science anyway. I'm going to take the wart seed. I think that'll be useful. There's a finite number of them in the world, so printing more means we're just adding more to that amount. Alright, so I think we are not getting enough excess polluted water to support more than one thimble reed. So we're going to leave that with one until we have signs that this starts backing up. Alright, how are we doing over here? So we've dug a little bit. You can see the steam vent. Can we analyze it like this? Maybe. So steam, 1,700 grams per second at 932 degrees Fahrenheit. Already temperature 257 degrees Fahrenheit. So that might be problematic. Renewable energy is complete. So, if this produces steam, and we just researched steam turbines, is that relevant? How is this supposed to work? Draws in steam from the tiles directly below the machine's foundation and uses it to generate electrical power. Outputs water. Huh. Think we should do that? We got the materials to do it. It's only 200. Stand by. You are trapped. Well, at least you got materials. You did. Okay, there we go. Get out of there. Alright, we did it. We mined this out. We got a little bit more space to do stuff. Oh! We started making steel. Again. We can also disable this building now that we've captured all of this. Oh, we're nearly full. We should make more. Reservoirs for more natural gas. Wrong element. Okay, yeah, so that's... We will get all of the carbon dioxide out eventually. There's a wire there. Shouldn't be. I guess there's. Oh. There you go. Okay, cool. Toilet's complaint again. It's fine. How is the water situation? Fine. Oh, hey, Brainless Society. How's it going? Doing well. So ready to go back to work. How are you? Good. Looking forward to my 3-day weekend. Taking Monday off, just as an extra day away from work. So sitting here trying to figure out how this game works and where I want to go with it. It's interesting when you're only playing, especially this week. I didn't have really a chance to play this outside of like between the last stream last Friday and today. So it's been after 2 weeks of vacation, workaholic me is a bit bored. Makes sense. I mean, to be fair, I had been considering doing extra streaming on Monday, and streaming is not work, but it's kind of work-like in a way. So I got a little bit of workaholic going, but 2 weeks of vacation, huh? Nice. Have we made steel yet? We did. We have 200 kilograms of steel. Amazing. I was just reading more in detail proto buffs, just to have a better understanding. Yeah, I remember proto buffs. It's been a long time. Oh, sweet. Okay, so we should we want to have some overflow here. I think I want this to go here and this to go here. And once those pipes are in place, I'll break it up. We'll have some extra places for the natural gas to go. Are you reading about proto buffs for a specific reason, or just some light reading? Apparently there's a tropical Pacu in there. Huh. Oh, same warning again. It's fine. The schedule should mean the dupes are fine with the number of toilets. So we got 10 dupes now. And we have, seven lavatories. But they're on a schedule. Their bath times are all offset. So only 4 should be trying. Well, so I think the issue is that wait, I mean the bath time should be. Oh, they're trying to go to the bathroom, using the shower, washing hands, right? So, maybe we should give them more downtime, just to ensure they have time to actually get back. I think transit times are a real problem, and by the time the dupes decide that it's time to head back, they don't have enough time to do things. I could be mistaken. Yeah, I would recommend offsetting their shifts, avoiding overlaps on recreation. Interesting. Okay, then I'd have to shift it quite a bit more, but we could do that. I like it. We can try it. Alright, so this one shifted back 3. And what would I have to do on this one? We're going to shift everything forward 2. I'm going to read that message here in a second. It's going to tell me I'm doing something wrong. I usually do 3, 2, 1. 2 for sleep, as they would sleep as much as they need. But if you give them 10 slots, they sleep 10. Interesting. They will sleep as much as they need. Yeah, I suspect, and that's... Okay. All that matters is them reaching the bed. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking about. That's why I wanted to increase the downtime, was hopefully to give them more time from when they decide that they're going to head back to actually get back. And they may lose some downtime because they're going to take a long time to get back. And then at least they have this bedtime. I think this is... Now we see warnings like this. So did I think I can just move the schedule an hour forward? Oh no, I didn't want to move. I'm going to leave this like this because I wanted to make sure that this schedule has Rowan, who has early bird. Keep him working during his morning time. So I'm going to leave that there for now. Alright. Oh, stress has gone up. Why? Oh, it's Quinn again. Quinn is always getting stressed. What's up with Quinn? Hungry. Showering. Digging. But you're hungry, why aren't you eating? You should be good on bathrooms anyway. 7 should be able to support 14 dupes on a single schedule. Okay. Well, I guess I've... gone above and beyond. Do I want a decorator? Not really. So we did get a rancher. That's one of the dupes I did take today. I'm gonna take... I think I'm just gonna take the grapefruit. And we got some hatches in here. We got our first harvest of shovels earlier in the stream. Yeah. So we who did we get? We got... Was that Rowan? Was Rowan the rancher? You know, I should just go to skills, right? Oh, right. So we should actually put points into that. We took the dupe and... Yeah. Okay. Well, we're working on it. Let's see. Damage, overheating, same thing. Long commutes. Building lacks resources. Oh no, idleness. We can't have idleness. So we got chlorine in here. All right. Let's see. I am waiting for my third rancher now, but I am heavy on ranching. Currently 4 hatch ranches, 1 poke ranch. Is it poke or poke? 1 Dreco ranch plus the overflow, and 1 Paku ranch. Luckily that one... I need to scroll. Doesn't need a rancher. Right. I don't know a lot about ranching. I watched some GC Fungus's some of GC Fungus's videos. Since I didn't really have time to poke a shell, to be precise. I didn't really have time to play any Oni this week, but I learned some things. And probably did not retain some other things, but that's fine. We have steel now. What are we doing with steel? I don't know. I did also research. I got the material study terminal going. The shovels. Oh, you have a shovels ranch too. Wasn't this your idea or your yeah? Oh, this is just copied from something I've seen elsewhere. Although this is extra. We just don't have enough power. Which I maybe am working on. Although, oh right. So we're out of water. Is a thing that's happening right now. We got a steam geyser. I was originally just going to have a pump here to try to accumulate some water. But, yeah, we need to do something else here. So we are no longer using this water? Yeah, Steam is not trivial to tame. Yeah, I don't know. We're gonna try in a minute. But first, how is our oxygen situation? All right, so we got this much oxygen. But we're gonna be low power because we're not producing hydrogen at all. We do have our 3 total coal generators now. But what I was gonna say is that I did at the beginning of the stream, or very nearly at the beginning. Let's go for a surprise for now. Let's see what happens. But I did set this up, so this is basically isolated now. It's not connected to this system I had initially built for destroying germs. And instead I have the overflow polluted water feeding a hydroponic farm with some thimbleweed. Which I think maybe we talked about last time doing. Vaguely recall that. That was a week ago. And then, so this, I mean, we have a pitcher pump here for what? Research and the water cooler, basically, I guess. But what I'm probably going to do right now, my memory is horrible. No clue how I can code with it. I sympathize. I just read code over and over again. Like, how did this work? Go read it. Again and again and again. So we got water here. We can probably run the water from our reservoirs here into our setup. And we're going to tear all this out. Deconstruct. Oh, there's the stream bot. Great. Good job, stream bot. You did the thing. Then with all this, that's deconstructing. I guess we can be on the automation view. We'll deconstruct all that. All that's going to go. We're going to put some ladders here to make it so we can access this and take all this out. We're going to mop all that. All right. So we're going to use this water for right now to supply this. And then, so like I was saying, I was originally going to set this liquid pump and then unleash the steam vent here. My concerns are it's going to be hot. One. And two, it's going to produce steam, but it's not going to produce a lot of water. So I think it may be kind of pointless to have the liquid pump here and use this as a source of water, maybe. I don't know. But But what I was thinking was I just unlocked steam turbines. So yeah, why not just do that? That's fine. And then I think what needs to happen here is we need... I mean, I guess we could just take the water from the steam turbine and then send it up. It's going to be hot. You are correct on that. Which part? That it's not going to be enough water to be worth it? Or it's going to be very hot? I know it's going to be hot. I can see from the geyser, from the steam vent. Overpressure, emitting steam. Here we go. 932 degrees Fahrenheit. Pump not being useful. Okay. We're going to get rid of it then. But, steam turbine. I mean, we could just dump the water back into the box. The issue is this is going to eventually fill with water, right? And then if we did that, then this will overpressure and then we won't produce steam and we won't get any energy out of it. And that would be bad. So I think that means we should want to... Oh, right. I already set up part of this because I already laid insulated pipe that was going to come from the pump. Instead, we'll run it from here. Take this pipe back. The wire is going to be useless. So let's talk about power. I could... Let's see, heavy watt wire carries 20 kilowatts. How much does the steam turbine produce? You are holding your tongue. Fair. I'm probably, one, saying a bunch of nonsense, and two, this is going to be... It's going to be interesting. Actually... Wait, this is only producing how much power? 850 watts. But this carries 1,000, so why would I do that? You'll just say one thing. Okay. I think it might not be in the description of the vent. Vents overpressure at 5 kilograms pressure. 5 kilograms. What is the relevance of this information? Maybe I should read about the steam turbine. Draws in steam from the tiles directly below the machine's foundations and uses it to generate electrical power. Overheat temperature, heat, power. 5 kilograms pressure. Do we need, are required to vacuum this space? Well, we probably want to do that. I was referring to something you said, but not sure if you were going to actually do... Okay. Oh. Probably when I was talking about... Yeah, I think that it's a confirmation of the thing I was thinking. The theory crafting I was doing before, where I was saying that if we just allowed water to accumulate here and we weren't piping it, like if we had the water coming from the steam engine going back into here, this would stop working. I feel pretty confident that's the case because I have in another world had a steam vent and it did overpressure and stop because the chamber filled with a bunch of water. So I think that's true. I think I also want to keep all this wire here. But not this way. I think. Let's disconnect that. I'm gonna... Yeah. Okay. So we're gonna get this set up. Get that liquid output. All that stuff. Yes. Okay. I probably... Let's see, how do I want to remove the air from this? I guess I can make another little water lock and then set up a pump and then all of that stuff. I guess that's a thing to do. So we're gonna build some tile. Okay, lots of dupes. All right. And bottle emptier. And then we'll get a gas pump. Any old place, I guess that's fine. We'll do now that we have plastic, we can do a thing I can't ever see. There we go. And a gas pipe. And a wire. I guess we'll connect that for now. Set up. Just water is fine. We should have some bottles of water kicking around somewhere. Is that one coming right now? Nope. Plastic. Okay. So we'll vacuum this out and we'll dig out the geyser and seal it up. And we have this insulated liquid pipe, not gas pipe, coming from the steam engine, and we're going to dump it into the electrolyzers. This seems like a good idea, maybe? I don't know. We're going to find out what it does. I mean, it should result in the oxygen being generated being a bit hotter. Sounds like a plan, yeah. I think there's a limit on how hot it can be. Or is it the other way? I mean, this does say that it generates water. Outputs water. Now, I guess from a certain point of view, steam is water, but I'm assuming they mean it takes steam and produces liquid water that can be put into a liquid pipe. I usually feed my spawn with super hot liquid. Okay. Like, that seems like a thing, but I tend to have a cooling mechanism for the O2, which is easier to cool than the liquid. Makes sense. I think in another world, I was looking at I think I had a ATN that I was thinking about piping the oxygen through. But that base was not quite so power hungry, so I had a nice buffer of hydrogen. I was going to use the excess hydrogen from the SPOM to put into the ATN to then cool the oxygen. And that was working, or started to work, but that's not happening here because I'm using a lot of power. Agriculture strength. I think I want to... any chance you have a cool liquid geyser? You know, I wonder about that. Let's have a look. So if we go to the star map, right? And then we can look at the planet. So there's a saltwater geyser somewhere. Hot polluted oxygen vent, steam vent. I found the minor volcano and the iron volcano. I guess if it's listing here, that means I have, like, it's in the visible space. There's 6 unknown geysers. There's a cool steam vent. Seems like unlikely. I mean, but there's 6 unknown ones. Yep. I should do more exploration. Although, I mean... apparently there's 6 geysers in... because here's the edge. Here's the right edge. And here's the left edge. So this is the space we're dealing with. So in this and this, like this and this, there are apparently 6 more geysers. Is that how that works? Anyway. We could dig some more. So is this a good place to dig from? There and there and there. Oh, there's a water weed there. Okay. Oh, the digging down here happened, and we built a oil well. I was not paying attention. Speaking of not having water for things, although there is liquid down here of various kinds that we could be using. Oh, look at this, where we should build another gas reservoir. We should also maybe use this power that we have just sitting here for something, maybe. I guess I could do that. How do I want to do that? Just run a heavy wire all the way down and across and down. Is that even feasible? What is your policy on less known mechanics? Play it by ear. So 100 refined metal. So like if we were to use iron. Oh wait, not refined metal. Because that's ore. Okay, so we could make like... what, 197? It's not impossible. Oh, there we go. Yeah, a little bit of radiation is fine. Why are you hanging out there, Ruby? You're just like, I like to stand in the radiation. Like, you can go other places. Lots of other places. Why there? Why don't you move somewhere that's not quite so hot? I usually just tend to store all that gas on an infinite storage. Yeah. If the devs know about it and refuse to fix it, it's a feature. Maybe they want to work on features instead of fixing exploits that people like. So ideally, you know, what I wish I could do is to have just like a utility corridor, or like know exactly, you know, what I've seen that's really cool is just like go up the side of the map with power, but I guess we're just not there. We're just gonna hack something together, right? So we're gonna, can I, wait, let's not use copper. I have way more iron. Or do I not want to use iron? Maybe I don't, because you can make steel with it. Or maybe, no, I have an iron volcano. I'll eventually be able to get infinite iron. Let's go nuts. Yeah. Nuts, I say. What am I doing with this? Okay, so we do need to change some things around then because we're gonna need like transformers. Well, I can think on one way to do an infinite storage without using exploits, just by making a vacuum room, place the reservoir inside, deconstructing it once it's full. Oh, so like yeah, okay. That's fair. That feels a little less glitchy. No, but I think I've seen the thing that you're talking about, like for gases, right? You can have a high pressure gas vent in a room, and you have a little bit of liquid in a 2 block gap, and that allows you to fill the room with infinite amount of gas. I'm assuming that's the thing you're talking about, and maybe we'll do that at some point. This just feels like, for now, you know, I should really be using mesh tile for all of this stuff because we're just accumulating water. Let's do that. Oh, also, let's fix the pipe situation. So this was supposed to be like going in here, coming out here. This doesn't need to be connected anymore. Okay, there we go. All right. So we're working on building more heavy wire down here to connect up our power sources. I've been just steering around the slime just because. I guess we could uproot this. There we go. There we go. Alright, build that there. So what am I trying to do? I am trying to set up a transformer here somewhere. I guess I'll need to get rid of this ladder. There we go. So that I can have the power coming from this go onto the heavy watt bus, if you will, and then transform it. It can be crushed to produce slime, but I don't think I have my Steam is memory leaking. Oh no. Something's trapped. Oh. Oh no, that's unfortunate. We could build this here and deconstruct this. You're not trapped anymore, right? Good. Great. 50% of your RAM is used by the simple UI. I don't know. That is unfortunate. Oh, right. So I wanted to set the, is it the rock crusher? We can do Pokeshell Molt to lime forever, I guess. Alright, so what are we doing? Okay, did we clear out this area? Great. Can we put a transformer here? Maybe the other way around? Is that gonna work? I think that's gonna work. Alright, and so then I'm gonna leave the conductive wire here. And once that's built, we're going to replace the conductive wire along there with heavy watt. Just look at the power overlay. What's going on here? So we're going to do heavy watt from this transformer through the two gas generators to the battery. And then we're going to tear out this manual generator that we put there temporarily and replace it with another transformer. And I guess we are going to also need to just run heavy watt wire directly to the metal refinery. Since I know it needs like 1200 watts, which is why we ran conductive wire in the first place. But the transformers output 1,000. Oh yeah, there we go. Insufficient oxygen generation. Don't we have... Did we not build the, Oh, it's empty. Where did... How is it empty? Did we go through all that already? I guess we did. I guess it wasn't a lot. Okay, it's time to turn on the reservoir. Okay. What's going on here? We got a loop. Alright. Oh yeah, we were completely out of oxygen in our reserve tanks. Okay. Right, this is unreachable. So that's a problem. I guess... Okay, we don't have... I guess we don't have bottles of water sitting around anywhere. We should probably set up... Oh, we can tell this to auto bottle, right? Let's get this going. Also mop that. And... I guess deconstruct this tile so we can build the pipe. I'm not really excited about that, but Yeah, now we're introducing polluted oxygen into the chamber. It's not really a fan of that. Well, starvation? Not really. Just go do your thing. Right. So we made some progress with the heavy wire coming down. Oh, we can't go through the door. Deconstruct the door. Power loop detected. Yes, indeed. That makes sense. Okay, so we can get that built, and then we'll be able to disconnect heat through here. And remove this, and then we'll do a thing. Actually, yeah, that's fine. Oh, right, because it's not that wire, right? It's the transformer itself, right? Because it's set up like this. What we need to do is disconnect this, and this, and this. Deconstruct. Deconstruct. There. All right, just all the things. All right, back to over here. Wherever it is. Too far? Yes, there we go. Down. Okay, so we got a little bit of water. Did I see any kernels? Okay, what do we got? Anything good? Lime. Ooh. Yep. Okay, so what is this complaining about? Not enough steam. Yeah, of course, there's no steam. No power consumers. We'll have that sorted out. All right. It's waiting for that water to get there. I don't need a sage hatchling. I guess we're gonna wait for it to grow up and then harvest it. Fluid situation good over here? Seems like it. Okay. What's going on down here? We built the cable. Yeah, that's all fine. We're gonna build all right, we can't build it through the floor, so how's that gonna work? I guess we're oh yeah, I know what the solution for that is. Build that. the connector joint plate thing. Add that down there. Cancel this. Remove those blocks. Remove all of this. Remove all of this. And that. At least you can build it over ladders. Alright, so get rid of all this. And we're going to build another transformer. The other way. Oops. I should have wanted those wires right there. I don't want those wires. Like so. Great. Now that's not going to supply enough power for the metal refinery. We'll have to do something else. I guess we are... Right, we still need to get... Okay, let's remove this excess wire here. It's kind of in the way. And then... We're going to need... Is there a bridge? Heavy watt? No. Wire bridge, conductive wire bridge. I guess there's not a heavy watt bridge. Okay, we'll do a conductive wire bridge then. Not there. I guess here? Deconstruct that. And then this can go, excuse me. Okay. I didn't know that you could connect conductive wire, like have it just butt up to a heavy watt wire. I thought you had to use the, Oh, it's the same amount of meat. Sorry, I just saw your message. It's the same amount for the little one. That makes no sense. It's an exploit now. Yeah, I've seen the evolution chambers for the extras to be evolved into meat. It seems to be complaining about something here. Is it another loop? It is another loop. Conductive wire. Deconstruct. So those can just like intersect. Who knew? There we go. Okay, keep that in mind, actually. That'll be useful here in a minute, I think. Alright, so that's connected up. And what we're going to do is we're going to stay in the electrical overlay. Disconnect this. Actually, just... Well, there we go. And then this conductive wire we're going to run directly from the heavy watt wire into the metal refinery. Ta-da, maybe. Let's see, I should attend to the gas piping situation here. So this output, we want to run over to here, and this one to... Nope. This. Disconnect. Remove. Alright. Here we go. And... I guess we can have This going into here. And this going into there. And we can have both of them running. It's unreachable. Why? Oh, right, we can't go through there, huh? Okay. Can't we? I guess we can't fit through that. Okay. This'll work. Well, this doesn't have power, but everything else seems to. We got lots and lots of gas from our geyser. And current load, 1.24 kilowatts of 20. Wait, what? How is the current load larger than the potential load? That doesn't make sense to me. All right. Oh, all right. This is done. Forgot all about it. Okay, so we should be able to vacuum this out. And there shouldn't be anything in here that would off gas. Although I guess we could sweep. We should probably sweep all this up. Anyway. Any batteries on the consumer side? I hope not. This should be on the producer side. I don't think there are any batteries. Oh, on the consumer side. No, because this is on the producer side. Everything connected to the heavy watt wires should be on the producer side. Okay, cool. You can reach that. Oh. That. That might be why. Okay. Any batteries on the consumer? Okay, so now we connect that up, and we're soon to have one grid. Fun times. Okay. Storage unavailable. Sucrose. Have I built any storage? I have a little bit. Okay. Alright, sweep. I guess we can start pumping. There we go. Now, was this necessary? I don't know. I feel like it makes sense, though, in a, like, we don't want anything in here except for the steam, because I guess only the steam is going to be able to go in the steam turbine. Anything else in here is counting against our amount of pressure the steam vent can produce. I don't know. This is me learning by doing. How is our water? Need to keep an eye on that because we still. Oh yeah, we need to be exploring some more. Did we what were we digging? Where were we digging? So we dug over here earlier. I guess we can continue all the way to the edge. Oops, there we go. I guess once we get to the edge, we can just do. Oh, there's slime there. Not slime. I guess all of this is outside of the thing, so we should just flag. Oh, there's the edge anyway. Never mind. There's the edge. There it is. If you see a geyser, apparently I'm really bad at spotting them. In fact, here's what I did. So I have one here at the printing pod. Speaking of which, grubfruit seed or nope. Pass on the flatulent. Thanks. Okay, yeah. Food. And then second hotkey takes us down here. Hey, this is running now. I guess, so here's the thing. We are producing water. We are producing water down here. We would just need to do something with it. Although, I guess, how does the math on this work? Let's talk about this geyser. Right, so the steam vent, rather. It's emitting steam 1,700 grams per second. So I would think that if it's grams, that's like mass, right? So that would be the equivalent to 1,700 grams per second of water if it was just cooler. How much water are we consuming? How much water does the electrolyzer consume? It consumes 1,000 grams per second. Okay, 1,000 grams. So we're running 2 of them. So maybe 2,000 grams a second. And this produces 1,700. So we already know off the bat that this is not going to be enough to fully run the electrolyzers all the time. Although maybe they don't need to be run all the time. Especially if we have other power sources. Like maybe we should have it so that when the oxygen fills, we stop this. Which is not what we've been doing. And the other thing is I don't know how often this erupts. Right, so it has... I mean, the eruption period... Here's the other thing, right? So the eruption period is 634 seconds every 1,000 seconds. So 60% of the time. So that right off the bat, second off the bat, secondly, means that we're only getting 60% of that 1,700, and that's only during the active period, which sometimes it's dormant. So this is not going to supply enough water for this. Sad days. But we're going to get some power out of it, maybe, if it works. How are we doing on our vacuum? We have some. We have some vacuum. We're going to get some more. Can gas? Yeah, we're making progress here. I guess if I was thinking ahead, I could have held off on digging out more blocks here until we vacuum this out. What else is going on? So we got this. We are producing power. Is everything fully connected here now? Okay, so we have power for the metal refinery. We have all of this powered, and this is connected. There we go. Now that makes more sense. Potential load is higher than the current load. Maybe. 1.32 kilowatts potential load between all the things. And basically all of our power generation, except for the steam engine that's over, a steam turbine that's over here that's not even running, but everything else is on the single electrical bus. Heavy watt wire. And there's a battery here. Oh yeah. This is here. Interesting. Got some slicksters down there. Hey, look, another oil reservoir. Gold amalgam. Oh, hey, look, here's... Have I think this is one I don't know about. Which one is this one? That's not the right thing to do the thing. I mean, like, this is an exploit too, right? Just using the priority to see. So, hot polluted oxygen vent. Yummy. What hotkey have I not used yet? Have I done 8? Okay, this will be 8. Alright, so, yeah, so what I was saying before is that I have hotkeys now for all the geysers that I found. So, there's that one. And then I found this one over here, which is, steam vent. It's another steam vent. And then 5. Which one was this again? This is a minor volcano. That's right. I think I found 2 minor volcanoes and an iron volcano. I think this one was the iron volcano. It's over here by the teleporter input. Oh, no. Okay, so that's the second minor volcano. Oh, right. And this one here, I think, is the iron one. Yeah, iron volcano. So that was 6 and 7, and then 8 is the one we just found. And I guess I'm gonna run out of hotkeys here soon. Right, so what to do with this water? I guess we do need clean water. Using clean water. So we could clean up this water. But we need a... Oh, hey, look. This is familiar. 1,000 grams per second. So that is something to figure out. How much water are we producing from the natural gas generators? 67. Okay. We would need a lot to keep up with that. So we'll have to figure out some other source of water. Well, we made some space though for all the gases that we've been producing. How hot is it? That hot. Oh, that's not too bad. It's like 100 degrees. It's nice and toasty. 111, 117. All right. This is the one we just found. Well, anyway, so what was... Oh, right. The, this thing. How are we doing on vacuuming? We're getting there, down to micrograms. We get some idle dupes, though, so let's keep digging. Somewhere. Let's go down here. Maybe... down this way. And... Alright, we were kind of digging this way, and then we were stuck because stuff was in the way. Yes, that's right. Okay, we'll dig this far. Give us some more vision. Although the edge is somewhere over here. And what about this way? I guess there's still this part that we don't know about, other than that these things exist. What a pretty flower. Brain fungus? Oh no. I think the issue with exploring in that direction right now is it's very far away from everything. I guess we can... What can we do here? We should start blocking this off again. We can probably dig through here. I don't want to... Hold on. Okay, so let's dig that. Like that. And so we have a path like going out of the Atmo suit dock. We can go this way, since we don't really have a route to do that right now. So here's our supply teleporter output as well. So at some point we should do like multiple planets. We found the dupe teleporter over here. Transmitter and receiver. Oh, that's gonna all collapse anyway, isn't it? Alright, still more gas. Let's see, let's get rid of the ladders here. And we can put another gas reservoir over here. And yeah, having a room would be good too, but someday. Someday we'll get the hermit out of the shipping container too. Improve nearby decor. We've not been helping on that front. Did we, there's not a lot of polluted oxygen left here, so there's that. We've been making progress. Oh, this is full of polluted. Yeah, let's, deodorizer? Ooh, another principal. What do we got? Alright, so omelets. Decorating, supplying, ranching. Suit wearing, supplying, decorating, farming. I like dupes with 3 interests. Speaking of... How bad is small bladder? Adorable. So weird. Gourmet, increase cuisine, decrease food morale bonus, skilled X. I'm gonna take max. At any given moment, a Max is viscerally reliving 10 different humility memories. Wow. Alright. It's a Max. Do we have a bed for Max? Let's put him over here. We should do... Now that we have plastic, maybe we should do better, like, bedrooms at some point. That's a thing, right? Alright, looks like Otto here is going to make this. Well, it's going to supply it anyway. Okay, there we go. All right. Should we queue up a research for the next time around? Maybe gas range, right? For better foods for said hermit might be a thing. Right, that's how that works, right? Glass and bunker tiles and stuff. We get good at some point. I do have a lot of nat gas, that's true. I did the math, and I thought it was going to be enough for basically one thingy. One generator. But maybe it's because the generator's so idle. Oh, speaking of which, the reason this one's not idle is because I failed to set up the automation wire. At some point, we'll have to do something about... Oh, hey, look, there's coal. I want this coal. Actually, before you do that, let's build some tile. Oh, wait. If we're going to accumulate water here, shouldn't this be airflow tile? I feel like that's a thing, right? And we'll keep on laddering down. All right. Well, it is time to wrap up the stream for today. It's really a shame that I'm only doing this one day a week. Should do something about that. But for now, that is gonna be it for the scientific space junk for today. Oh, you wanted to see this theme? Okay, yeah, that's fair. Let's see if we can make this happen. Okay, are we vacuumed yet? Can we get this along? Oh, we're so close. 11 micrograms. You're right. We should. Okay, we're done. We're done with this. Okay, so let's disconnect that power for now. Let's dig out the steam vent. And let's make this high priority. All right, so we get a box, we get a steam vent. We've not analyzed it, so we don't really know what's what with that. I did save. Hold on, let's save again. Would I ever Would I ever save scum though? I don't know. I have some concerns. I never do, and I hate when people do, but it's a Steam. Awaiting copper ore. We have copper ore, right? Yeah, we got a little bit of it. I mean, priority 8. Is there a way for me to connect? There we go. Let's make this all faster. Come on. All right, they're gonna dig. Oh, there it goes. Oh yeah, sure. Pipe locked. Oh yeah. Hold on. Oh yeah, so whoops. This is fine. Are you okay in there? Why are we not building this? Let's try a different material. Iron ore? There you go. Build that right now. We got this. Nope. Oh. So, that's fun. We never built this. It's been sitting here waiting to be built, and we never built this. Oh, hey, look. It's built. Yeah, you're hungry? Well, build the things then. Well. Okay, fine. And there's stuff here that we do really want to build, but I guess it's not quite into the world yet. Pipe locked. It shouldn't be. Where are these messes that have been made? Oh my. In the kitchen too. Okay. So, if nothing else, it's not erupting right now. Oh, hey, look, we're analyzing it. We're gonna find out. We're gonna find out that this is active for, you know, 1 cycle every 100 cycles or something. What do you want to bet? Also, Sweetles, you don't want to be there. It's a really poor place to be. Bye-bye. We're eventually gonna like seal this completely. I just wanted to have a way to get in and out for now, for this analysis to happen, among other things. All right, so we're, yeah, it's kind of hot, isn't it? Have you considered being somewhere else? Anywhere else? Are you okay in that atmosuit? Oh, you're tired. Okay. Bye. Okay, so pipe blocks. We should figure that out. Oh, hey, look. We, are we building an insulated pipe? I think it wasn't. Oh. Okay. So that's a problem. We missed the corner. But hey, we're accumulating steam. How are you feeling, Sweetle? Sweetles are immune to 800 degree steam, I guess. How is the temp overlay looking? I don't know. Like that. The airlock is getting kind of warm. Oh, that's the progress meter on the analysis, I guess. What do you think? Good or bad? Oh, there we go. Hey, look. Now it's running. We're making steam. Also, the power situation should be quite awkward. What we need is... Can you run a wire directly into a... Like, this does nothing now. Can you run a wire into... I guess you can. This is going to be fine, right? Probably not. But hey, we're sending liquid. Survey, yeah, that's normal. That creates a, yeah, it will. I'm trying to get rid of the power transformer. I should probably disconnect the, if I am on the right overlay. There we go. Okay, plumbing. All right, we're sending liquid in. It is 198 degrees Fahrenheit. Just a little warm. It's not steam by, you know, 15 degrees or so. And it's insulated pipe, so it's hopefully not heating everything everywhere a lot. I used granite. Maybe that was a good material. I don't know. I feel like there was one video I watched that talked about materials for pipes. Oh, there we go. It's not immune to steam. Do I? Yeah. I mean, we built the thing. It's running. Catalina is complaining that it's hot, but it's still standing there. So we're back. You're not injured, right? New friends, yes. Toasty surroundings. You said that tiny drop of liquid touching the door will convert to steam, breaking the vacuum like we're just preventing the type. Yes. Well, the goal was not to keep the airlock. I was going to eventually seal this completely. but can't really do that with Catalina in there. I mean, we could, but that's not fungal spore. Ooh, or building, researching, operating. I do like 3 interest dupes. I don't know how much more researching we need, though. Nah, I don't want to take any more dupes right now. So we're gonna take the fungal spore, whatever that's for. It's a seed of a dust cap. It, okay, cool. Can you prioritize popping that? Someone, anyone? How hot is that drop? It's warming. Oh, well, we did it. Well, the steam is condensing, and it's probably going to put another drop of water there. What we really need to do... Hey, look, we finished the analysis. So, erupts in 0.4 cycles, yes. So, it's active for 108 cycles every 140... So, it's about half of the time. And the eruption period is a little bit more than half. So, it's... I don't know. Someone could do the math. There we go. Average output. They did the math for us. Average output is 822 grams a second. Which means if, like, the duty cycle for the spawn is only, like, 80%. That is, like, if we were to make it... Hey, look, we're filling up on hydrogen. If we were to make this so that when the tanks fill, we stop running it, this is going to be more than enough water to run the spawn. So now we would, in that case, with this number of dupes anyway. Oh yeah, circuit overloaded? Yeah. So that's a problem. Is there a way to do like a one-way? I mean, we could do a transformer. It seems kind of weird to do a I guess what we need to do is just run a heavy watt wire. Could we actually... How much steam does this need? Could we actually just like build this box wider and put 2 steam engines, two steam the steam turbines on top, and make even more power? Even more? Could it be true? I know, I wanted that there, I guess. So we are... Yeah, it's doable? Okay. Well... Care? I do care. Although not enough steam is interesting. I don't think there's an... Oh. Ha 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 ha. Look, it's fine. You know what we really need to do? We're just gonna close this now. In fact, let's take a little bit more care, just for now. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. We're gonna make sure this tile gets placed, and then that's gonna be it for the stream for today. Okay, so that now the steam vent is locked in there. Build the entire wall of space, then insulate around. And deconstruct from inside. Right, and then you make a vacuum that way. I think I know what you're talking about. So, but seriously though, it's been a long day. I want to thank you, Brainless Society, for hanging out, and the other people that are watching right now for watching. I'll be streaming this again next Friday. I have a coding stream on Sunday mornings, and other streams doing mod of Minecraft, and maybe other things in the future. It's on my schedule in my Twitch profile, link to my YouTube channel where VODs are also going. I should switch to my stream ending screen. There we go. So yeah, you have a good night too. What am I gonna say now? I hope everyone has a good night or a good morning, depending on where you are. And yeah, it's been fun as always. Just looking at that goal bar down at the bottom of the screen right now. We're making good progress towards our goal of 50 followers to become a Twitch affiliate. Every little bit helps. All right, enough of that. Anyway, good night. Thanks again. Take care. And until next time, bye-bye.